Hang on a moment. Hang on one moment. I think we might be live. Yes. Yes, we are, people. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome to a brand new video on the It's Kez channel. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared of what you're seeing right now. It is still me, Kez. I just have a little bit less facial hair today, which I will explain why a little bit later on in the video. But welcome back to another episode of Kez Plays with your host, Kez. That's me, I'm Kez, and I'm playing games. Very creative, very interesting. Today's game that we will be having a look at will be Balatro. Balatro. You've probably seen something about this. You've probably heard about this. You've probably played this. And if you haven't, where have you been? Obviously not playing Balatro, it seems. This is what can be best described as a deck building poker-esque roguelike game made by a single developer called Local Thunk. Anyway, that's enough of the introduction to the game. We're going to get stuck straight in, and I shall explain a little bit about the game as we go along. This is Balatro. Very simplistic looking, however, very intricate in its design, replayability, and so much more. So essentially the premise of the game is very simple. You have a deck of cards in front of you here, each labelled 1 to king or ace in this instance, and the aim of the game is to create poker pairs. You know, you've got your high card, you've got your two of a kind, you've got your, well, I don't have anything better than a two of a kind here, but you get the idea. When you play a poker pair or a poker play, such as this pair right here, it gives you points. These points vary depending on how good your hand is and other factors as well. Seems simple enough, right? The game is divided into 3 separate parts per round. Okay, you've got your small blind, your big blind, and your full blind, I think. And these all have different chip requirements to pass. So as you can see, this one here is at least 300 points to pass, which doesn't seem like much now, but that does increase quite a lot in time. So let's play this hand here, and you'll see the general premise of the game as we go along. So that scored us there 56 points. We'll continue with the pairs. Not very high scoring pairs, I must add. We also only have a set number of hands and a set number of discards. Discards being cards that we can get rid of. And this will allow us to then get rid of cards that aren't really playing into the hand that we're playing at the moment. So as you can see here, we've got 2 8s, 2 kings. That gives us a 2 pair, which is a much higher scoring hand than the single pair. The single pair only gives us 10 chips times 2, whereas the 2 pair gives us 20 chips times 2. Are you starting to make sense of it? You'll pick it up as we go along. So we play the hand, we try and hit the score, and then in this instance, because we were just sort of explaining how the game goes, we did not hit the required hand. But does that make sense? Good. Good. Okay, so let's play for reals now. I have played this quite a lot. I would be lying to say that I've just found this game. I have played it an awful lot, in fact, especially since it came out on mobile. There was an official mobile port of the game, and it's exactly what you see here, but just on mobile. The touch controls are very intuitive. So we'll get started here with a proper run. Okay, so as you can see, we've got our small blind here. 300 points. You've got your big blind, and then you've got a special blind every 3 rounds. And this special blind, known as the boss blind, will have certain characteristics that will impede you from playing the game. So this one being the hook means you discard 2 random cards per hand, which can make things a little bit more difficult. So let's play along. We'll start with the small blind here. We have 300 chips that we need to try and achieve. Now I'm going to try and make good use here of my discards by removing some of the cards here that we don't want to be using. What I want to try and do is see if I can get myself either another 9 or another jack, which will allow us to play a full house hand. Unfortunately enough, we do have a jack and a 9 there, allowing us to play a full house hand. And a full house hand without any upgrades gives us 40 chips and a ×4 mult. This is very important because the chips are one thing, the mult is another thing. The mult will, of course, multiply the chips that we're playing with. I've just noticed there we got a message from Zara Talbot. Welcome, Zara, to the stream. Have you seen this game before? Are you interested in this game? If you are, then this playthrough should certainly give you an idea of what to expect from Balatro. So we'll play this full house hand here. And as you can see, just from that single hand, we have reached the chip requirement. Because a full house is quite a strong hand. So that's your first round of Balatro. Let's say obviously you do reach that chip requirement within the required hands. You'll get to this screen here, which will give you some money. Money, of course, which you'll be able to use in the shop. To buy what, you asked? Oh, well, if you think just playing poker hands is the main point of the game, it is not. I mean, it is. But it also is about buying stuff in the shop. And what stuff do we have? Quite a few things, actually. We have various different types of cards, perks, jokers, and everything in between. Because it's not just standard cards. We also have a space up here, as you can see, 0 of 5, for these things called jokers, which are in every standard pack of cards. But when it comes to Balatro, these jokers have special abilities. This joker here has the ability to add a 4+ mult on every hand that you play. Are you starting to pick it up now? It's not just playing poker hands, it is also about building up your deck, you know, dealing with the RNG of the game to be able to continue to go further and further on the game. It's very, very interesting. So the first joker that we've got here in the shop is just the standard joker, which gives us a +4 mult. It's only $2, which we have 10, so we will be able to purchase that. You'll also notice just below here we've got a couple of these what looks like Pokemon card packs, and these card packs, there's a few different types. We've got here a buffoon pack and a card pack, and each of those have either more jokers in it, like a random selection of jokers, and this one has cards, just normal numbered cards or face cards. Some of the time they will have enhancements on the cards as well. So again, very interesting. So what we'll do, because we want to try and focus on the jokers for this run, we're going to be opening up the buffoon pack, and hopefully it's going to give us something interesting. Now I have seen, I'm pretty sure, all of the different jokers that we have in the standard game. There are mods that increase the different content and jokers that you get, but I haven't really played too much of that. So the jokers we've got here are the Gross Mikel and the Astronoma, and when you hover over the jokers, it does give you a little explanation as to what those jokers do. So the Gross Michael gives you a +15 mult per hand and a 1 in 6 chance that that card is destroyed at the end of the round. So that's something worth keeping in mind there. Astronoma, all planet cards and celestial packs in the shop are free, which is quite useful if you're doing a build around planet cards. Planet cards, by the way, are cards that upgrade the base chips and mult of your particular hand. So if you remember, a pair is 10 chips, 2 mult. If you get the planet card for a pair, that will increase it to, say, 20 chips for 2 mult, or 10 chips for 4 mult. So, very interesting. We're going to go for the Gross Michael on this one, leaving us only with $1 left. We will head on over to the next blind. The big blind here, we need to score at least 450 chips. Now, you can also see here a little skip blind button just below the blinds there. So if you decide to skip that blind and not play, not receive the points, you will get a reward. These change blind to blind. This rewards a garbage tag, so it gives you $1 per unused discard this run, which isn't going to be very useful to us because we have used quite a few of our discards there. So we'll head on over to the big blind. We need to score at least 450 chips. But we do already have Gross Michael and Joker as our jokers there, which is going to give us at least a plus 19 mult. So pretty much anything that we play, as long as it's fairly good, we will be able to pass this one. If you forget what hands you can play, you can go over to Run Info, and this will give you an idea of the different hands that you can play within the game, how many times you've played them and what they score. So you've got your high cards, your pairs, your 2 pairs, your 3 of a kind, straights, flushes, full houses, 4 of a kind, and straight flush. And all of those have ascending chips and mult. So straight flush being the best, high card being the worst. There are a couple of others that aren't in here, but we'll get to those sort of when we get to them. Okay, so we need 450. What are we going to be playing this round? So far, we have 2 3s and we have 2 jokers. So what I think we'll do is we'll discard everything but the 3s and the jokers, and we'll try and see if we can push for a joker and 3, not joker, my bad, a jack and 3 full house by using some of the discards that we've got here. I'm hoping that we do. We do not. So what we could do is we could try and use the cards that we've got available here to try and make something. We could do a 2 pair, I guess, which would give us a base mult of 20 chips and 2 mult, plus 10 for the jack of spades twice, so that we've got 40, and then plus 3 chips each for the 3s, which would be 46. So 46 times 2, plus a 4 times as well, plus a 15 times. That might actually do it with the jokers that we have there. So we're going to play that hand, and it did. It gave us 966 chips. So at the moment we're quite overpowered in terms of what we've got here. Over to the shop again, we've got $8. Is there anything here that we can buy? We could possibly open up one of these Arcana packs, and what these do is they will give you tarot cards. These tarot cards will do things like create a random joker card, enhance one selected card into a steel card, so that's the cards you play with, and turning it into a steel card means that when that card stays in your hand and is not used on a round, it will give you 1.5 times the mult of that particular hand that you're playing. So quite useful to have. Converts up to 3 cards to spades, select 2 cards to convert the left card into the right card, and converts up to 3 selected cards to clubs. I'm not really going to bother with any of these ones, maybe the steel one, but I think for the time being we're just going to see what joker card this gives us. And we picked up a red card. So the red joker card gains plus 3 mult when any booster pack is skipped. So these little packs that we pick up down here, if we don't intend on taking anything or we don't pick anything up, that will add a plus 3 mult to that card indefinitely, as long as we have that card. So we will move on to the next round now. We're on to the boss blind. This is the one I said about earlier. which discards 2 random cards per hand played. So we might need to do a little bit of thinking here. We've got 600 chips to reach. And what have we got? We've got 2 4s here. King, a jack. Queen, a 9, a 6, a 5, a 4. You can also play a flush. You know, I've got 4 hearts here. So what I could do is discard everything but the hearts and try and play a heart flush, which will give us 35 chips times 4, plus 4, plus 15, plus 0, which I think will probably do it. So we'll play that hand there. And it certainly did. Gave us 1,449 chips. So at the end of every round, you'll score some money for winning the round. You'll also score $1 for each remaining hand that you have. So it always helps to try and essentially try and use the least amount of hands for your play. So sponsored by Coca-Cola, by the way. I wish. So we'll cash out and we'll see what we can get. You'll also notice you've got these vouchers in the bottom left hand corner here. So these vouchers are just perks that will stick with you for the entirety of your run. They do various different things. I don't know, there's about maybe 20, 25 of them, possibly more. And you unlock them as you go. So we've got $10. What are we going to do with it? Maybe open up one of these standard packs here. And these were the enhanced cards I was telling you about earlier. So this one here, it's an ace of spades, so it gives you 11 chips. But it's also a bonus card, so it gives you an extra 30 chips when played. They are quite useful to have. We've also got a 9 of spades, just a standard, pardon me, 9 of spades. And we've also got a golden 6 of spades, so you get your 6 chips, plus $3 if the card is held in the hand at the end of the round. So good way to make a little bit of money there. But we're going to take the ace of spades on this occasion and open up another one of these standard card packs. So as well as some of these enhancements, some of them can have double enhancements, like this one's a 9 of spades, which is also a bonus and a foil card. So the bonus is the chips and the foil is more chips. This card itself is worth over 89 chips just on its own. So if you think you include that in a full house or a flush or something like that, it's worth quite a lot of points. Also, you can get cards with seals on them as well. This has got a red seal, which means that the card plays twice. So instead of it being 4 chips played, it will play twice. And if that red seal was, say, on the 9 of spades here as well, that would play twice with the bonus points and the foil that you get on top as well. So it can really get a little bit crazy. We've also got a glass king of clubs here as well. The glass card is a 1 in 4 chance to destroy per time it's used, but it gives a 2 times mult. So lots of different things that you can use. So we've used up all of our money there. What we'll do is we'll go over to the small blind. Only 800 we need to reach. We've already got 4 hearts here. And I don't think we've got 3 4s. So we could push for a full house, but I think the easiest thing that we're going to play for is a flush in this situation. So we'll discard everything but the hearts. We do have an ace of spades with the 30 extra chips, but we're going to be playing that flush because we do have enough there. So we'll play that flush. Fantastic. Well over the score needed for that one, thankfully. Also, I've just noticed that our Gross Michael has disappeared. Because again, there was a 1 in 6 chance of it surviving each hand played. So we've got to remember now we've only got a +4 mult, and that's it. So we need to try and start replacing that very soon. I think what I'm going to do, open up some more of these card packs, and I think we're going to skip them just so we can increase the mult of this red card and try and replace that mult we've lost from the Gross Michael. So a couple of other different enhancements here. We've got holographic, so when the card's played you get a plus 10 mult, which is quite good. You've also got wild cards as well, which means when this mark is on the card, it means it can be played as any suit. So it can be a spade, it can be a heart, it could be a diamond, it could be anything that you want. But we're going to skip it because we want to increase the mult for the red card. Let's head on over to the big blind now. Score of at least 1,200. And we are presented with possibly another flush situation, as we've got a king, queen, and jack of hearts there. Just see, we've got a message on Twitch from Stabito saying that's gambling. No, it's not gambling because there's no money involved, and it's not gambling. Basically, that's something that Local Thunk, the developer of this game, has been pushing. Some of the like PlayStation, for example, or the PEGI rating actually. PEGI is like a European rating for games, which basically denote the age at which that person needs to be able to play that game. And they put this game as an 18 plus because they said it promotes gambling. However, there's no gambling, there's no microtransactions in this game. You're just playing a game that happens to be with cards and happens to follow the premise of poker, but there's no actual gambling. Yet you've got games like FIFA, the football game, which has essentially loot boxes in them. You know, you can buy card packs. You don't know what's in those card packs. They can be any amount of money. It's not explained what is going to be in those card packs, but you can buy them. And that's like 3 rating. But this game's an 18 plus. I don't get it. It doesn't matter is poker, which poker is gambling. Poker's not gambling. Poker's a game. You can make poker gambling by adding real world money into it, then it's gambling. But no, this isn't gambling here. Because we've been saying. So I'm streaming this on Twitch, YouTube, Kick, and TikTok, right? And because we've been saying the word gambling so much, TikTok has picked up on that and has now restricted the live because of gambling. So thank you very much, Stabito, for discussing this. See, it's not gambling. Just because you say the word gambling doesn't mean you're gambling. But anyway, what does Stabito say? Same like there's a slot machine games with no real money, but the slot machine is gambling and people with no money gamble like that. It's up for interpretation, I guess. Anyway, we did beat that other blind. Let's see what else we've got here. We've got the blue joker, so +2 chips for each remaining card in deck. It's going to give us a nice chip boost. And I wanted to pick up that spectral pack, but I didn't have enough money. But that's okay. Moving on to the boss blind now. Read this: cocaine, crime, fraud, and sexual acts. Are you trying to get me banned, Stabito? I think she is. Right, over to the boss blind now. So all diamond cards are debuffed. Thankfully, we're not really playing diamond cards. We're just sort of playing whatever is appearing. So, are you joking? I've just been banned from TikTok. Can you believe that?
What?
Been banned from TikTok.
Banned?
Yeah, for gambling. That's crazy.
Wait, what, like banned for how long?
Don't know. It just says I've been banned for gambling.
No way.
I'm gonna submit an appeal, obviously. You can go live and join live as a guest starting from the 11th. I've been banned until the 11th of February for gambling. What the hell?
Well, it does. Like,
It's not gambling.
yeah,
I mean,
it's like it's not real money. There's just a game, but
does that make any card game gambling then? Surely.
no, if you played solitaire, it wouldn't class as gambling.
Why is that not gambling?
Because you don't play solitaire in a casino. You play poker in a casino. It's like the classic gambling game.
Anyway, guys, we've got our spade flush here with our extra chips. We're banned from TikTok for gambling, apparently. That's great. That's wonderful. I wish I got my vape in there a little bit now as well. No, it's not your fault. I kept saying the word gambling, so they probably picked up on it. But I wish I got a few vape puffs in there as well and get done for tobacco and drug use. We're gonna cash out and see what we can get here. We've got a spectral pack down here. We've also got a sock and buskin and a driver's license, which gives us a ×3 mult if you have at least 16 enhanced cards in your deck. Very useful, but we've got no way to really make enhanced cards in our deck, and we don't have the money for it to be useful right now anyway. So I think what we'll do is we'll open up the spectral pack and see what we can find in there. Alrighty, so we've got the sigil card and the medium card. So the medium card adds a purple seal to one selected card in your hand, and the sigil card converts all cards to a single random suit, which would certainly help with flushes. So maybe we should do that. We'll do that now. Give me spades, gave me hearts. So if you click down here on your cards in the corner, it will show you what cards you have in your deck, including all the enhancements and so on. And you can see down here that we have now 18 heart cards, and the rest is now 11, 12 and 13. So got a message there from Stubito saying, I love you. I love you too, Stubito. Right, let's push on forward. Let's push on forward and see if we can ban too much love being shown. So we've got 4 hearts there. We're going to discard everything but the hearts because we want to push for a heart flush, because we do have quite a number of hearts in our deck. And we've managed to just hit the chip amount there, actually. We needed 2,000, got 2,240. So we need to start looking at possibly increasing our mult, which I've just noticed here in the store. We do have a negative shoot the moon. Now, negative jokers essentially don't take up space in your joker slots, because you can only have up to a maximum of 5 jokers, whereas with negative jokers it gives you an extra slot, or at least covers the slot that you're putting that card in. So whenever I see a negative joker, I always tend to pick them up, because it's essentially a free slot that you can use. And plus, shoot the moon gives you 13 mult for every queen that you leave in your hand, so that can be quite useful. So what we'll do is we'll skip the blind, because on this big blind, the skip for it is another negative joker, which is going to be quite useful. So we're going to skip that blind and head on over to the boss blind, which is the head, which all heart cards are debuffed, which if we look at our deck, most of our cards are heart cards, so we can't use any right now, which is fun. So we're going to get rid of all those and maybe try and push for a spade flush or something else, maybe even a diamond flush actually, because we've got 4 diamond cards here, so we'll use up our discards. I don't think we're going to be able to do this in one though, not with what we've got here. We're only getting 58 chips there. No, we're not. Right, this is where it's going to start getting a little bit difficult, guys. So what we've got is we've got 4,000 chip total to reach. We've only reached 1,848 so far. We don't have any discards remaining. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this up. It's not going to give me many points, but it's going to hopefully get rid of enough. Oh, no, it doesn't. So what I'm trying to do is do another spade flush by getting rid of some of these cards, by playing the hand to get rid of the cards. Even though I know it's not going to be a good hand. Ah, perfect. So we got rid of all those other cards. We've now got the ace of spades with the bonus chips on there as well, plus it being a spade flush. So this should give us enough points to hit over that 4,000. And it did. 5,194. But that was quite difficult. We've also earned a little bit of money now. So we now have another negative joker. And this negative is the Dusk card, which re-triggers all played cards in the final hand of the round. So let's say, for example, you know, we're getting to the last hand of the round. We're a few thousand points off what we need to pass. This will give us basically double points on the last hand of the round. And plus it's negative. So it's not going to take up too much more space. Let's open up a standard pack. See if we can pick up anything interesting. Nothing interesting in this one, so we're going to skip it for the +3 mult on the red card. And we don't have any more points, any more dollars to spend. Back to the small blind. Okay. So, we appear to have a 2, 3, 4, 5. Could we push for a 6? Or an ace? The reason being is I kind of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to push for a straight, really. A straight would be quite nice. Give us a 6. No 6 just yet, but we're going to keep that queen in the hand because we do get +13 for every queen left in the hand. I want a 6. We do have a 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 6, which will give us a straight base of 30 chips and 4 mult, plus the queen, +14, plus a 4 mult, plus 70 chips, plus 9 mult. This might do it in one. My maths is not great. It did not do it in one. But we do have a discard remaining, and we have 3 diamond already. Can we push for 4? No, we can't. But we do have a 2 pair that we could play. 2 pair that we could play, or instead use one of our hands. We get rid of the 4s, the 6. We'll play that as a pair. Oh, it brought us over the chip amount anyway, so I was hoping we could get like a full house or something, but that's not an issue. So, a few different cards we've got here in the shop. We've got the tarot card, the Hermit, which doubles our money. It costs $3, so that will take us down to 5, which will double our dollars up to 10. It's free money, basically, at that point. And we've also got a Buffoon pack. We've got 2 extra Joker spaces to use, so another Joker may become useful. +10 mult if the hand contains a flush. We have been favouring the flushes a fair bit, so that just gives us a nice 10 mult to use. And we have enough for a jumbo standard pack here as well. Any one that we want to use here, possibly. Possibly we do. We want to kind of pick up as many queens as we can, because any queens that we have in our hand is going to give us a +13 mult. So we do want to kind of keep that in there. Starting off, we've got double aces, double 9s, and a queen. Let's get rid of these and try and push for another 9 or another ace, if possible, with these discards. No 9s, no aces, but we do have another queen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of my hands, play this jack and a 6, and hope that we get a 9 or an ace on the next card draw. It did already give us 3,400 chips anyway, so it wasn't a particularly bad play. And we'll do the same for a high card as well. Really wanting that extra... This one, I think this is probably going to do it, to be fair. Yeah, it did. So we didn't even need to play any particularly good hands there. Okay. What have we got to play with here? Only $5. Do you know what? I'm not going to buy anything on this shop. Simply because I don't have the money. But also, I kind of want to start saving up money so you can earn interest on your money up to a maximum of 5 per hand by just keeping money in your bank. So it's quite useful to sometimes just keep some money in your bank. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Right, what have we got here? We've got a queen that's debuffed. Got a queen that's debuffed. I don't know if that's going to work with the shoot the moon card, so I'm going to get rid of that. 2 kings as well, but one of them is debuffed, so nothing really that we can play with there. So I think what we'll do is we'll try and go for a spade flush. We've got 4 spades there. We want to keep the queens, so we'll get rid of those cards, keep those, get rid of those cards, and we've got a double ace, and that will give us enough cards for a spade flush, so we'll hit that. And that gave us 7,000 chips. 10,000 we need to win. We've got 1 more discard available. So I think maybe we push for a heart flush. And the Balatro gods did hear us there. We'll play that hand, even though we're playing the queens. It's not a problem because it was enough. So it's not too much of an issue there. We'll cash out for 9. Nothing really in the shop worth taking. Possibly we could open up the buffoon pack. Ooh. Well, I'm glad I did. We have just got ourselves the Cavendish card, which is the successor to the Gross Michael. But instead of giving us plus 15 malt, we have a 3 times malt. And it has a 1 in 1,000 chance that the card will be destroyed at the end of the round. Let's hope that that 1 in 1,000 chance is not the next hand. If it is, I won't be too happy. So we'll select that one. It also matters in which order you put your Joker cards in. They usually go in order of left to right. So what you put on the left will go first, and then what you put on the right will go last. So anything with times malts, you really want to put them for the end of the card run here, just so you can get all your malts in and everything else, and they'll do a nice fat 3 times, as we will here. So let's move on. We'll go for the small blind. It needs a score of at least 11,000. And we've started off with 4 spades here, which includes a queen, so if we can try and get another spade on top of here by discarding these, which we did, this should now give us enough to do this in 1, I believe. Just like that. 22,000, so double the amount that we needed, which is good. Everything's coming together. Let's open up an Arcana pack here. Anything worth taking? Temperance gives the total sell value of all current Jokers. Currently $19. That's basically free money again. And we'll open up a Celestial pack too. So we got Mercury, that levels up the pair. Saturn levels up straights, and Mars level up 4 of a kinds, of which we're not really pushing for those types of hands. So we will skip that, but it does give us an extra 3 malt on our red card. We're also going to skip this blind here as well, because it will give us a negative free Joker in the next shop. So we will push for that as much as we can. We need 22,000 points. The boss is the fish, which means cards are drawn face down after each hand played. So realistically, we do kind of want to do this in a single hand. Let's have a look at our deck and see what we've got. Again, spades is really where our multiple cards are. So I'm going to push for a spade flush. Some people might say to me that flush is the worst hand in the game. I tell them, you're obviously not playing the game right. So we'll discard these other cards here. It's not really working in our favour just yet. That's not great. We're going to play a duff hand here. It's just a pair, but it will give us at least 4,000 chips. And see, cards are drawn face down after each hand is played. So I don't know if this one's going to be a spade. Do I risk it? I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to play these 4 anyway. And then if a card appears in between these ones, I know it's going to be a spade. And I'm glad I didn't, because there was not a spade in there. Again, no spade in there, so we'll just play another duff hand. Thankfully, there we go. We do have that. That might possibly be a queen. So we're not going to play that one. Which we are also playing the last hand of the round. So our dusk card triggers. And we've absolutely smashed the chip requirement there, which is great. What have we got? Smiley face. It's free, it's negative, and it's giving us a +5 mult whenever we use face cards. So, and we've got hit the road jack as well, but we've got no more space. Hit the road jack, gain 5.5 mult for every jack discarded this round. Would be good for the multipliers, but it does reset after every round, so we can only really have a maximum 1, 2, 3, 4, so it'd only ever be a maximum of a 2 times mult. What else? We could get rid of our original joker. Do you know what, we'll give it a go. We'll put that there, and we'll just try and see if we can push the jacks, really. Select 2 cards, convert the left card into the right card. Do we have a jack here? We do. I think we're going to do that. So we'll just get like a low value card. Convert the left card into the right card. Use the death. That'll give us 2 jacks, so it's an extra 0.5 mult that we could possibly get within the round. Let's move back on over to the small blind. 2 queens in there. We're going to discard, try and go for a spade flush. Another jack in there. That's going to give us another 0.5. Another jack in there and another queen. 3 queens actually we've got now as well. See, I'm pushing for a spade. Really? That's what I want. We'll play these 2. Just as a... Wow, okay, apparently that was enough. That was only a high card as well. And that was enough for us to pass that round, which is great. So, we're in the shop now. We've got $37, a bit more money in the bank. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play the hieroglyph card. Okay, so this hieroglyph card will send us back a couple of rounds, essentially 3 rounds. So not only are the chip requirements going to be lower, it's going to be a bit easier for us as well. So we'll do that. We'll hit up the round. Now the big blind is only 16,000, so it's given us kind of a little bit of a head start here. We're going to push for... We're going to push for a spade flush here again. Pardon me. We've also got a... You look great. We had a jack there, so we've got a 1.5 times. We've got more queens. Lovely. Yeah, that's perfect. Do you know what I'm going to do? Just so we can really smash the granny's tits off this. Oh, we don't even have a discard, so... Fuck it. We'll just do these 5 as a flush. Fantastic. Over 62,000 chips scored. So we're really motoring along right now. We've got ourselves an odd Todd, which gives us 31 chips when we score an ace, 9, 7, 5, or 3. But unfortunately, we do not have any space. So we'll just open up a couple of these booster packs. What have we got? Increase the rank of up to 2 selected cards by 1. Well, we will... Oh, do we want money? I think we do want money. We'll use the money card on that one. We'll open up the Celestial pack. Hopefully we can get a nice Jupiter, which will upgrade the level of our flush. Perfect. Oh no. So some of these boss blind here, they're pretty tough. The eye is definitely a tough one. So no repeat hand types this round. Meaning that once I play a flush, once I play a pair, a high card, whatever it may be, I can't play that card again, or that hand again for the round. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a spade flush, and hopefully, with what we've got here, yeah, perfect. We could do that in one. It's just what we wanted, people. Alrighty. Alrighty. What have we got here? A Petroglyph card. So that's going to take us back 1 ante again, but we lose 1 discard for each round. Do we want to do it? I think we might. I think we might want to do it. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. I'm also going to move my camera just a little bit so that I am just on top of the pack of cards here, because I think that would be quite funny. Don't you think? Very funny for the lols. There we go. Look at that. We like to have fun here, don't we? We like to have fun here. So what have we got? Got a smeared Joker, but it's not going to be particularly useful because we don't have any more space for cards. So we'll open up the standard pack. Let's see what we got. We've got a red seal, 3 of spades. We are pushing for spade flushes at the moment, so we'll pick that up. Why not? And nothing else for us to take there, so we'll go next. Shop has a free rare Joker. Should we skip it? We'll skip the blind and see what that rare Joker is. Don't want to get rid of the Queen. We do want to get rid of a Jack. And we're pushing again for a spade flush. That's kind of what's helping us this round. No more discards. So bosh, 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 bosh. We'll have to use that Queen there, unfortunately. But more than enough points. 35,500 there. That's perfect. Oh. Oh my gosh. So we've got an invisible Joker here. An invisible Joker is a very, very important card in the game. Because what the invisible Joker will do is after 2 rounds, it will copy a random Joker. Now, any of these Jokers here, I wouldn't mind 2 of, to be fair with you, except for the Droll Joker, but I would like it for either Cavendish or Hit the Road. So what we're going to do is we're going to sell our Droll Joker, because that's probably the least powerful card that I've got there, I think. And we're going to buy the Invisible Joker, and I'm going to put him right next to Cavendish there, so we can get nice and warm and nice. We've also got ourselves a wee Joker as well. So a wee Joker gains 8 chips whenever a 2 is scored. But are we scoring a lot of 2s? I don't know. How many 2s have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3. Bless me. I have got a little bit of a cold at the moment, as you can probably tell by the sniffles. So you'll have to bear with me. The sniffles, yeah. I'm just glad you guys don't have, like, smell-o-vision, but for sneezes. Sneeze-o-vision, I think they call it. Got a few turrets here we can choose from. I'm going to go for Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune applied to Blue Joker there. Very nice. We'll open up this Arcana pack as well. What are we going to do? Are we going to double money, max at 20, or we can give the total sale value of all the current Jokers, which is $29. That seems like the sensible and smart thing to do. We've got the house. The house is first hand is drawn face down. We know that spades are always on the left, so if we take 5 cards from the right, then we know these 3 cards are spades. But we also do have 3 kings. I'm going to play those 3 kings. 1, so we can get rid of some of the cards available here, and also because it's a 3 of a kind. Which, in of itself, gave us enough points, enough chips to pass that round, so that was actually really good. Alrighty. We're still waiting for the Invisible Joker. It will copy a random card on the next round, so I don't think there's anything that we can do here in the shop. We'll open up this pack anyway. Oh, wow. We've got ourselves an 8 of clubs, which is polychrome and has a purple seal. So, we'll take it. Why not? Why the bloody hell not? Oh, and it's in there as well. Okay. Well, we're going to push... We're going to push for a spade flush. Because we discarded that purple sealed 8 of clubs, it gave us the tower, which will turn a card that you select into a stone card, which has no value, has no face, has no suit, but it is worth 50 chips when you play it. It's not one that we're really going to be focusing on right now anyway. So we'll use these discards. We don't have enough yet for a spade flush, but it doesn't matter because our build is absolutely epic. Right, back in the shop now. The Invisible Joker is pumping away. It's now ready to be sold and copy one of the Jokers that we have available. I'm hoping either Cavendish or Hit the Road. Let's keep our fingers crossed. It did not. It copied red card, but it means that every booster pack that we skip, it will give us an extra 6 mult, which is, I mean, it's not the end of the world. So we'll do just that, except for when we get Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune I'll always pick. I'll never skip that. And also Jupiter as well. But we will skip that. Alrighty, let's go. Up to the big blind now. 30,000 chips. This is a very heavy run so far. Very heavy. Very nice run. Plenty of spades there for a flush, so we'll put that flush in there. Fantastic. Look at that. 40,000 chips. Lovely stuff. Right. Let us sit back and relax for a little bit because these next few rounds are going to be very easy. What do we get? Polychrome King of Hearts. Or a mult card King of Hearts. We're going to skip it. So we can get that extra 6 mult on the red card. We're going to skip that too. Gosh, look at that. 24 plus 24 times 3 times 1. Possibly 2. Very nice. We'll go over to the next round. What have we got? The Pillar. Cards played previously. This anti are debuffed. You can suck it, the Pillar. We're still going for the spade flush. Because thankfully, it has given us plenty of jacks to discard. So we've got a 3 times mult, another 3 times mult. It's just perfect. We didn't even need to play the spade flush. Wouldn't mind another negative Joker at some point. We'll skip that pack too. Open up this card pack. Unless there's a jack in there. Ooh. We will take an ace of spades though, because we are pushing a lot of spade flushes at the moment. So we're going to keep going with that because the spade flush seems to be working with us at the moment. I do want another spade in there just so I can use that queen for the extra mult. There we go. 2 queens, plus the extra blue joker, plus the 27 mult. Lovely. 63,000. We are motoring along. We'll open up this booster pack here. What does it give us? Nothing worth taking, so we'll skip. And another celestial pack. Unless it's got a Jupiter, it does. We will take that. May as well upgrade. Reroll boss blind 1 time per ante. I'm going to take that just because there are a couple of boss blinds that come about that really fuck you up. Do we skip the blind? Gives us a free Mega Buffoon pack. Select 2 of up to 4 Joker cards. Now, okay, we want negative Jokers, really. Negative Jokers are what we're looking for. Keep that Queen. Keep that Queen, get rid of that Jack. Oh, we can't. We'll play it. Maybe it'll be enough on its own. It was. It was enough on a high card Jack. That's amazing. What do we got? Ancient Joker. That would be good to take, to be honest, if we had enough space. But really, we want to be focusing on chips right now. Chips are what we need, as opposed to malt. We've got enough malt. Another queen. I'll take the queen. And I'll skip the pack. And we'll have a look at the... Do we have a Jupiter? We do not. We'll skip that too. The plan as a boss blind, all face cards are debuffed. No problem at all. It's not an issue for me. It's no problem for me, but it's a problem for you, boss blind, because I'm not focusing on face cards. We are focusing on spade flushes. That's what we're focusing on, and we have enough for a flush. Is it going to be enough? I think it will. Lovely. Every time the Cavendish gets played, 1 in 1,000 chance for the card to be destroyed. It is very worrying. Oh, we got Vagabond. Create a tarot card if hand is played with $4 or less. We have 88. So we definitely don't apply to that. Wheel of Fortune every time. Nope. And we'll open up this Arcana pack as well. What is it going to give us? Select 2 cards. We'll use the Fool. That'll give us another Wheel of Fortune. Nope again. We do have a Strength card that we can use there at some point. But we'll go on to the small blind now. We're just going to keep pushing for spade flushes. I mean, it's the only thing at the moment that's keeping us alive. So... we'll do the spade flush. This will definitely be more than enough points, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there we go, 111,000. That's perfect. Head on over to the shop. Nothing to buy up there, so we'll open up a Celestial pack, get that Jupiter. Wonderful, and open up a standard pack as well. Anything spade related, a king, but it's not really worth it over 6+ malt. Oh, I've just noticed the upcoming boss blind is Verdant Leaf. So all cards are debuffed until 1 Joker is sold. Thankfully, I did pick up the voucher that lets you change the boss blind for only $10. Hopefully it won't change it to one that's going to be worse than Verdant Leaf, because Verdant Leaf is possibly one of the worst ones that you can choose. So we'll play this hand. We'll get probably 100,000 for this here. 97, not far off. Head to the shop, see if there's anything worth taking. Not really. We'll open up the standard packs, looking for jokers. Nice, yeah, we'll take that. Maybe another joker? No. No, right, we'll head on over. Choose your next block. Yeah, I'll re-roll the boss. Oh, we got Violet Vessel instead of Verdant Leaf. 300,000 needed. 300,000 needed. It's quite a high blind. It's quite a high blind. I don't really know. Actually, I don't know if we're going to be able to do this. We'll try. We've only got 3 hands to play. Only 50,000 on that one. We're going to turn this 3 of spades into a steel card. Right, this is my brain working here because it will double trigger. And then if we play that. Oh, I don't know if this is going to do it. I don't know if we should wait till the last hand of the round. Only got 2 hands remaining. Because that's going to be quite a high scoring. Oh, this is either going to work or it's not. We'll play the queen. This better give us... We need 200,000 at least. Oh, this might be it. Oh, we did it. Oh, we did it. Yes, I didn't even realise that was... I didn't even realise that was ante-8, the final round as well. Goodness me. That was some very clever brainstorming there. And we win. That was the first play of this stream, actually. And we got a win on it, which is really nice. We are going to go into endless mode, obviously. Let's try and see how far we can really push this build. I don't know how much further we're going to be able to get. Permanently gain 1 hand per round. Yes, please. An extra hand would be very useful. We'll open up this Arcana pack here as well. Can I get a GG in the chat for that? Was that not just absolutely wonderful? It certainly was. I definitely think it was. We'll get another steel card. Why not? We might skip this pack. Yeah, there's no Jupiter in there. Right. Back on over to the small blind. 110,000. Very, very easy for us to pass. I'm going to use strength on that one there. We'll get rid of those 2. Get rid of that and that. Gives us a tower card. We can sell that one. We don't really want it. And we'll discard these 2 here. That's giving us enough for a spade flush, which will be well over 100,000 points, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 184,000. Alright, what have we got? More packs to open up. Oh, Wheel of Fortune, my friend. Yeah, select 2 cards and convert the left card into the right card. Yeah, I'll do that. To a red steel 3 with a red steel. Try and say that 10 times over. A red steel 3. Definitely have that. Open that celestial pack. Skip that. And we'll go over to the big blind now. Still going to push for the spade flushes. It's the only thing that's really working for us. You know what they say, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Want to keep that steel in my hand, really. And we'll do that. Do want to maybe get a couple more different jokers in here. That really depends on if we can get another negative joker. Which I'm not sure if we can just yet. No, we'll skip that one. Red seal card, maybe? No. Ooh, we've got the arm as a boss blind now, so that decreases the level of played poker hand, and that continues throughout the run as well. So we are going to take a little bit of a hit now. Just a little bit of a hit on our spade flush. I'm going to have to use that red seal on there. Ooh, only 146. Fuck me. Oh, dropping that flush down in value. But we did hit the required amounts. Alright, permanently gain one more hand per round. Yes, please. I'll take that. Nacho tag. Open up the standard pack. Anything with a red seal? Oh, we've got a 10 of hearts steel. We've got that one, which we will be able to convert as well. Another mega pack. 3 of spades with extra chips. Skips. Next round. Small blind, 560,000. Okay. We'll play a flush heart. It's not going to produce us that many points. Only 96. We'll get rid of these. Yeah. I'm going to try and still play that spade flush that we've been playing. We'll get rid of these ones too. Actually, no. Get rid of those ones. We'll turn that into a steel card. It's got a red seal. We'll play these two. And hopefully we'll get another spade. Yes, we do. Perfect. Alrighty. Oh, look at that. Not even that far off. We won't even need to play a particularly high card on this round. In fact, fuck it. Let's just play a high card. Look at that. Well over the required amount with an extra hand remaining too. Yeah, we will take that Jupiter. Try and claw back. Oh, what's that? Queen of Spades, plus 50 chips. Yeah, go on. And we'll open up the Celestial pack too. And skip it for the extra malts. Onto the big blind now. What are we getting rid of? We're still pushing for the spade blush. We've got 3 queens in there. Could do with, really, could do with an extra card in the hand. An extra hand size. Wow. We'll push for a heart flush, I think. I think that's going to be the only thing that's going to be able to keep us going. Did you hear that bang?
Yeah.
Oh, I did as well. Did we get enough? Not enough just yet. We'll play these 4 and hopefully maybe we can finish off with a spade flush. we will be able to finish off with a spade flush. Lovely stuff. And because it's the last hand of the round, we'll get double. Oh, look at that. 1,352,000. Get out of it. Joker stencil. ×1 mult for each empty Joker slot. We don't really need more mults. We could do with the juggler though, really. But what could we get rid of? There's nothing really we can get rid of. Add a negative Joker. Add negative to a random Joker. Ah. Yeah, we'll do that. Negative Cavendish. And it gives us an extra hand size. We'll keep Juggler just for the moment. But we will replace that with something good if it comes by. Oh, we got a polychrome steel. No, polychrome gold. 3 of spades. That looks beautiful. But we will take the Joker. The Jack, sorry. Okay. Ah, you bastard. The Goad. All spade cards are debuffed. Yeah, we're not having that at all. Start with 0 discards. They really are pushing it just a bit, aren't they? We'll play that hand. And we'll try and push for a spade flush at some point down the line. Don't know if we should just we'll do that. Ah, this is, I feel like this is about to fuck us up here. I feel like this, no, that was the last hand of the round. Oh, why'd I do that? No! That's because someone was throwing shit at me. And I couldn't concentrate. They were throwing stuff in my direction. Can you believe that, guys? Can you believe that? She's still throwing shit at me. What's she throwing? Look at that! Dirty wet wipes. Wouldn't like to know where they've been. Anyway, guys, that was Balatro. One of my all-time favourite games, for sure. That was the Seed tutorial. So if you want to play this Seed, by all means go for it. Our best hand was 558,000. I think that was the last hand of the previous round. We got to ante 10, round 33, defeated by the fucking water. But yeah, that was good. That was really good. I had a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys had a lot of fun as well. Let's just make the camera a little bit bigger there. Gosh, we're a bit red, aren't we? There we go, that's a bit better. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed that video, don't forget to give a like, subscribe. If you want to see more Balatro content, then just simply comment down below. More Balatro, please, Kez. XOX. And I will definitely pop that into my schedule for some more Balatro gameplay. Otherwise, hopefully you have a very good evening, day or morning. I've been your host, Kez, for today. Please make sure your seatbelts are in, trays are in the upright position. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.